we had this zone, this area up on the hill where we would go. It was really set up pretty well to be able to run skill drills, exercise down. So the head coach and I would go up there. We'd have a crew of kids, and we give the kids the task, the mission, what it is that they're trying to do, and all the kids would run through it and whatnot, and they'd all get a little feedback. Well, there's also a mountain restaurant nearby, so typically we would go through our morning and then go up and have lunch at the mountaintop restaurant. But I can distinctly remember looking out, and on more than one occasion. So while all the kids are having lunch, there's this one girl out there still hanging out in that training zone. She just shoved a sandwich in her pocket, and we do that. It would have done the drills in the morning. Everyone else is having lunch. She's out there working on that same skill drill. So then we'd come out after lunch and then regroup. And then, we kind of know how the play of the problem was going to go, but we'd say, okay, we're going to go back, revisit that drill that we were doing this morning. Who wants to demonstrate? And of course, this young gal would raise her hand. Oh, I want to show. So she would do it, and she'd nail it. Because when everybody else was having lunch, she'd be in there just busting her butt out on the hill, trying to figure it out. And that was pretty uncommon. You didn't really see that with a lot of kids, but in Tatum's case, she was kind of one in a million type kid, where she wanted more than just what the daily dose was. She wanted to push it as hard as she could. And so she put in that extra effort. And that's not something that you can coach. That's not something that you can pass on to an athlete through accretion. That's their personality. That's inherent. There was another young lady went on to make the national C team, and then before she got injured. But she was, I want to say 12 years old, 13 years old, when I had the privilege of working with her. And I remember seeing a picture that she posted in Facebook where it was summer and she's running up a hill with a rope tied around her waist and a tire tied onto the end of the rope. So this is something that she was doing on her own time, for her own self-development. And I think as a coach, if you can kind of tap into that sort of mindset, for those individuals who are really driven, not necessarily to say, this is what you need to be doing and this is, how to do it, the typical coaching program, but just to encourage that sense of self-direction and self-motivation. And the talent will tell. These you don't get to the top just by being good looking and having a budget that can afford all the toys.